Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Deep Hurting. Deep Hurting.
Pain, immense pain, nothing but pain, pain and suffering.
Because we're going back to more Megaman X7.
Oh boy.
Sweet
More pain, more
Jesus.
Oh, I had to come back for this one. I just remembered I left a thing somewhere that needs immediate attention for the next 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I have this thing I have to go to with the people and the place that's not here.
You know, with that stuff.
Totes my goats.
The poems and the violin.
Oh, Fingers, hi.
Hey, Fingers.
Joy.
How you doing?
I'm doing alright.
Oh, wow.
Fingers is staring deeply into freaking Aiden's neck.
Wow. Wow. What a
There's-
placement.
This
You know,
is
has
pretty-
There's
Fingers
no
staring
way
intently
this
at him
guy's neck
and
is like this.
Fit moving
saw
over
my
him with
quarter
that
in there.
hand. Just about to I don't know, do something.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Let me go ahead and take the opportunity to do this. Yeah, it is literally just Fingers' head and neck.
Oh.
Finger is asking Aiden if he's got games on his phone.
What you doing over there?
Fingers' neck is blocking all my stuff.
Give me a quick second. Flip.
Clearly, I need to top Zeronian.
That's not what I meant to do.
Fingers is upside down
Mom,
now.
Fingers is on the ceiling again.
Mom, Fingers is defying gravity again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna place him there. Actually, let me just go ahead and ask. Did any of you get word about Dan possibly arriving?
I did not hear one way or the other.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and fix Fingers real quick.
Nah, I'm fine like that.
Yeah, that's actually way better.
Maybe Megaman X7 only makes sense at that angle.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Show me your moves. Show me your moves.
I think Kit's echoing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like gosh, I
Yeah.
swear I have justice every time. Every time. Let's see, 40 decibels. I think it was 38 that was good.
It is.
Is that better?
Sounds
Much better.
So far.
Okay. Okay, 34 decibels. Gotta remember that.
Okay. But yeah, now Fingers is hanging from the ceiling as if he's the new generation frickin' Magnus Centipede.
From a better game, better time, better timeline.
Let me check something real quick. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. Okay, so Deep Forest, Battleship, Radio Tower, Lava Factory, I've already done all these. So next up is Central Circuit, Cyberfield, and Air Forces. Central Circuit sucks because the freaking Hold on a second. There's something I need to fix.
Oh, that's the bike level, huh? The ride chase level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a pain. Oh, what a shame! I missed Flame Hyaenard. Oh, tragedy.
Oh well.
There you go. Let's see here. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go ahead and do Axel and Zero because I'm sure that because I'm really sure that there's no light capsules in this stage. Yep, Ride Borsky.
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 Borsky. Borsky.
Sounds like some like snowboarder. We're gonna
Oh,
ride
no.
the Borsky, yo!
A time bomb has been sent on this board. You know how to use a ride chaser, right? Use X to speed up, use square to use the buster.
Ride chaser!
This is such a... Controls on this are... Like, it's hard to describe if you're not playing. They are so sluggish and clunky.
This looks awful from here.
Yeah, I don't know who thought this was a good idea.
I see we have the...
Someone who was
Nice. He has the bike on loan from Superman 64.
It's also nice that you save people by running them over.
I blew up.
That's the thing that gets me about this level is how do you make a ride chase level slow?
Oh, that looks insanely slow. Holy crap.
I have to be slow, because otherwise... I have to be slow, otherwise...
That
Yeah,
happened.
you miss too many bombs, the whole thing blows.
I think
Bye,
you've already
Elton.
done Flame Hyena.
Yeah, I've already done Flame Hyaenard.
Yeah, Hynard.
It's like Hinade.
He's too good for the hyenas. He's the Hyaenard.
Nard.
And now,
I missed...
you
I keep missing those.
Yeah, you can need those to complete the stage.
Oh, it ain't hard to miss him. Tell you the one thing I like about this game is being able to switch between your two partners.
Yeah, that is one thing they got right, was being able to switch characters mid-stage, and kind of makes it feel like they're an actual like team, as opposed to just...
One guy doing everything.
Yeah, our lore explanation for one guy doing everything is because we didn't have the resources to put two on screen.
What's interesting is this isn't the first Mega Man X game to do that, and the first game Mega Man X game to do that is not one you would expect.
That would be Extreme, right?
Yeah,
Wait, no,
Extreme
but-
2 Extreme 2 for the Game Boy. Oh, hey, Ren.
Ren.
Running in voice chat, or text
Yay,
chat.
I got the...
Ren's in
Text
text.
chat.
Yay! I have 33 seconds left. I need to find 2 more bombs.
They're towards the start.
yeah, they were
Someone
back-
set up us the bomb.
Like after the little speed ramp, you had to be on the left side.
You got this. There we
Got
go.
it. Yes.
Yay! But
There
I
you
have
go,
to go
buddy.
back. I have to go back to save those guys later. Here he is.
At least his Japanese voice is tolerable.
A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah. Is that Luffy's voice actor?
Could be.
Let me turn up the volume so we can hear it.
Honcho.
Actually, didn't we discover last time that it was Detective Conan's actor?
Yeah, I think so. I think we might I think it's high time we actually looked up this stuff.
The English voice acting for this game is horrid.
Yeah.
Well,
They make
Yeah,
X
dude.
the whiniest bitch, I swear. I don't know why they did that.
That's what I said last time.
what am I fighting for?
Again, that was X6 or X4.
I know, but it's a continuation.
Nothing can match the glory of what are we fighting for.
What are we
Okay.
fighting for?
Let's see here.
And let's put the fight over the hardest to see detailed texture. Because this design document for this entire game is one page. It was just in 48-point font. Fuck you.
Yeah. They literally said, "Hey, we're bringing Mega Man to the 3D, to the third dimension. Let's try to make it as terrible as possible."
You know, there was an argument the other day. I can't even remember where, talking about how no games transitioned to 3D well, and I vehemently disagreed. I think Mario did just fine. I think the first Sonic Adventure was solid.
Okay, what was...
Mario 64 is great.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's also the only port from Mario 3D All Stars that is done competently.
Hey, well, they removed so long ago.
Yeah, that did suck. The Long Gay Bowser was a classic. Dude, comboing with Zero in this game, you have to put yourself, you have to press your face against the danger zone. I admit Mario's voice caught me off guard when they went 3D because I wasn't expecting Charles Martinet. I'd been watching the cartoons, so I'd been listening to Brooklyn Mario.
I mean, it wasn't the first time Charles Martinet voiced Mario, but for some reason he didn't mainstream anything. The first time Charles Martinet voiced Mario was in Mario Teaches Typing 2.
Really a game that echoes through the ages is Mario's finest. Oh, great. There's just some guy there throwing bombs at you and making it hard to target the actual Maverick.
Yep.
But I would also argue the first Sonic Adventure was a solid 3D transition.
I enjoy Sonic Adventure.
I've heard mixed things about the Sonic Adventure games. On one hand, I've heard, yeah, the 3D Sonic stages are good. Literally everything else about the game is garbage, though. And the only good thing about
why
those
now?
games is,
Excuse me a second. My computer decided to now do a frickin' virus scan.
Oh, lovely.
So,
I
Aiden,
realized we were playing Mega Man 7.
my opinion on the adventure games is that They are very jank.
That's what I've
jank.
definitely heard, that they are just very jank.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're fun, and they're not bad, but they're very jank.
It's not broken to the degree that it's not fun, but it is
Sonic 06
noticeable.
It's not Sonic
but it is-
06.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Better than Sonic 06 for sure.
And Ren, yeah, you picked what is debatably the worst game in the X series. Like, there's a toss-up between X6 and X7 as a low point.
I think Sonic 06 had good ideas.
I liked... So my
But-
favorite thing about Sonic 06 was actually Shadow's story. Because like it actually did so much with like Shadow, Omega, and Rouge.
You know
Omega,
what
I
characters
found-
I wish
How
I had been
many fans there
handled
is
better
in
in
this
that
desert?
game? Silver and Blaze.
Like
I
Blaze.
do like Silver and Blaze.
So that's actually super interesting. The Blaze situation is
Yeah.
like she started in Sonic Rush. That was her debut game. And then when she appeared in Sonic 06 with a completely different backstory, people were wondering like what was going on. Is this a different continuity? Later, it turns out the reason why she appeared in 06 with a different backstory is because everyone just on the design team completely forgot Sonic's Rush was a thing, and they just thought Blaze was a character they hadn't used yet.
Oh,
Oh,
They were
jeez.
just they literally just found her design doc, found no reference to Sonic Rush, and said, "Yep, she's in this game now."
Oh god. What the fuck? How do you fuck up documentation on characters that bad?
I mean, DC
Sega!
does it all the time. DC Comics does it all the time, that they need to constantly reboot their own canon, like, every decade.
That pisses me off, actually. That kind of pisses me off.
And speaking of bad continuity, they never explain how Sigma went from like that weird decrepit zombie state to being just regular Sigma Bro again.
Yeah, they never explain it.
Video games tend to have bad continuity a lot, don't they?
They do seem to trend towards that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm as big a fan of my sources. I made it the fuck up, me as anybody, but gotta have limits.
Yeah.
Ren, yes, we didn't originally plan for this to be retcon, but here it is because we're stupid retcons. Yeah, that's that's accurate.
Yeah.
And I get that, like, sometimes they'll get, like, time crunched, and, like, they'll be focusing so much on, like, the game engine and, like, supplemental, like,
there was a lot of
aspects.
things focused on there. The quality of the game was not one of them.
I just mean that sometimes, like, the story is an afterthought.
Yeah.
There's actually an entire field of it in game design called ludology, where you discuss the disparity between game mechanics and like story or theme mechanics, and like whether you do a theme first design or a mechanics first design.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Trying to see if I can save everyone.
fusing the two of them it can really be challenging in some respects, but there are some really good examples. Final Fantasy is really amazing at adding lore reasons for why the mechanics work the way they do in some of the games. Like, for example, in Final Fantasy VII, Materia, the reason Materia lets you use magic is because it's basically like crystallized Mako that lets you access the knowledge of the ancients, and they were like super skilled at like magic and stuff. And so that explains why Materia is this sort of like modular thing that you can give anybody and it'll give them magic powers.
I like the reason behind 6, where it was just the espers just in the crunched into a crystal, and they were teaching you it.
Yeah, dude, Magicite was kind of dark if you ever stopped to think about it for 5 seconds.
The whole game was kind of dark. It was.
Although I do think Kefka Palazzo might be one of the best Final Fantasy villains in history.
Oh,
That
yes,
I do agree with. Yeah.
The clown.
yeah.
The evil clown.
You're still alive? You pathetic wretches can't even die properly.
Yeah, saved Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Rob.
Yeah, you know, the famous Reploid Rob.
Rob is a
NES
is a
accessory.
Reploid confirmed.
Or the robot pile of Star Fox.
Do you need him to play Gyromite and Stack Up?
I legit want to
think-
see that.
I actually think that's actually everyone, so I could just escape.
I would actually like to see that in person.
Me too, honestly. I've only ever seen it through the Angry Video Game Nerd video. Legit, the only time I've ever actually seen those in action.
AVGN,
Never seen
Rob,
them eyes
Sam,
in person.
Tanaka.
AVGN is one of the first people to get some of the rare stuff out in front of the world.
Yeah.
So he could yell about like buffalo diarrhea or something.
Yeah.
You know, I actually have some NES games I bought solely because they were on AVGN. Like the Back to the Future game. Just run, having slots, with that music playing. Yeah, I've played it. I own that game. I own the actual cartridge and I have played it.
I was gonna say to be fair, if it wasn't for the fact that it was like a if I recall correctly, that game, if you actually have the patience for it, it's not like extremely terrible. It's just bleh.
Yeah.
A wonderful
That's fine.
bar to clear. Not extremely terrible.
Yeah. Like, for example, if you want to talk about like the way of like how it feels to play a game, I can pretty much state this without anything. Freaking Tailspin is the worst Capcom game ever made for the NES.
Okay.
But it's still a pretty decent game. Compare that to, say, trying to play Cool Spot.
Any game made by Laughin' Jokin' Numbnuts.
LJN.
LJN.
I think he did something for his like an anniversary where he it's like some like Christmas Carol scenario where he ends up running LJN and like realizes how hard it is.
I should watch that. I haven't watched that.
Good. Let's see here. It's Cyberfield and Air Forces.
It also reminds me of when he had
Air Forces. I want the
reminds me
bird.
of the time when he had Gilbert Gottfried play Fred Fucks.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That was good.
Great.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was a great one.
Let's go ahead and throw X into this one.
You go get a bird for Aiden.
Wind Crowrang.
It was like
Get ready to die because of depth perception issues.
one of the last things Gilbert was in.
One of my favorite things they got Gilbert Gottfried to do was they had him reading 50 Shades of Grey on like one of the late night things.
Good.
Oh my clitoris!
I stroked her cheek lovingly.
Gilbert will be missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an interesting guy. Yeah, he's a cool bird, but definitely the fights in this game are more to be endured than enjoyed.
You know, for some reason, I only bought one thing from. I only ever bought one thing from Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier, and it's the weird robot that's a fusion of a kangaroo and a Pachycephalosaurus. Literally named Takigaru.
Huh. Why won't my linter keep giving double quote?
Ren says, "Excuse me, what? Ren, I will take a photo of it and I will send you the picture."
Yeah, I'm a little curious myself. Oh, you know,
Leave this Roblox game.
you gotta respect that X went from having the Falcon armor to the Buzz Lightyear falling with style armor. Dr. Light gets real creative the more the years go on.
First off, I need to download the new From the Archives image on my
Adventure
phone.
is slowly setting in for him.
Because I am addicted to everything Rick Griffin.
Yeah, some good reasons.
I'm trying to see if there's any more. Let me on. Thank you.
Okay, that's a good joke.
The depth perception in this level is terrible.
Lovely.
I'm happy I have the glide armor only helps so much. And I only have the buster and the leg parts.
Okay. The pictures of the toy.
Let me on. Thank you.
I'm gonna send it in voice text here first, and then I'm gonna DM it to Ren. Kit, I can hear myself through your thing again.
Are you? I didn't even change anything. I didn't touch my microphone.
Oh.
I didn't mean to dash.
Is it for somebody else then? I can't
It's
tell.
It's
Nigel.
everyone else.
I saved Nigel Thornberry.
I sent it in voice text.
The voices in
Oh,
his
that's
head are starting to get to him again. Everyone needs to hug him for a bit. Let him chill out. Oh wow, that is quite a model.
It's not a model.
Toy. I meant toy. Whatever. I meant toy. So technically, it's a model. Somebody put it together.
I suppose, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I just.
Bye.
Ah,
Bye.
I can save myself.
Woo!
Hey.
I saved myself. Woo!
Run. Get
Run,
Ray.
Run.
So Pakigaru there transforms
No!
into a pair
Fuck!
of boxing gloves for a toy I don't have.
I tried to
Kangaroo
dash.
transfers into boxing gloves naturally.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it, that sucks.
What happened?
He lost the guy.
Oh, I thought you got him just in time.
No, the freaking axe swung down right next to him and it killed him.
Oh no.
They got the wrong memo. I thought they were playing Megaman X.
Uh,
You have my axe. You have my axe. You have my axe. You
Oh, I
have-
abused the hell out of that meme because especially the variant and my.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because there's an entire character in this MMORPG fest thing called Portal, where his name is the only thing he can say is, "You have my axe."
fun.
Yay! I was able to save him.
And I will send an image of the little thing that Pakigaru came with here.
Damn it, I still took a hit.
So the Pakigaru toy also came with the item that summons it in the show. And also it becomes
around to save Kelly.
Becomes an alternate helmet for the giant robot it becomes boxing gloves for.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it becomes boxing gloves?
I like
Yeah,
that.
Pakigaru becomes boxing gloves.
I like that. Spring.
Yeah, spring. They all do that. I have a couple of them. But this is the only one that can Pakigaru, but I have a couple
let
of
go
them.
of me. Let go of me.
But I don't have any of the toys that read these, because see kind of on the back where there's the base for the robot, and also the on below that there's the rail with the pins. Kind of like the Blazar brace.
Yeah.
I think I could use this level as another point in my thesis on why all birds are assholes, no exception.
Yeah, there's a big old sword that reads the Ryu souls. I don't have it.
I mean, I'm a bird sometimes.
No comment.
I mean, you're an exception. You're a cool one. Cool bird.
Can't get over how goofy. Yeah, that goofy is an incredibly generous word for a lot of this game.
That's all I can really stay up for.
Oh, you had nap fingers?
Yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow, so.
No,
My sympathies. You take care.
Dude.
Not y'all.
Right, I need to send them
Right.
stuff for Ren. Not buy in.
This planet needs him.
Those fingers who left. Sorry, I misheard. There, I sent Ren the things of the Ryu soul.
So Zero, there's something I'm curious about.
Yeah.
When I play this game, oh, you have to go to. Well, no, things are stopping by, Ren. To be fair, I'm curious, Zero. Do you ever use Axel's copy shot in this game?
There's a couple of places where you have to in order to save people.
Okay, because I found it to be just overwhelmingly useless.
Yeah, there are places where it's necessary, but the best thing for you to do in order to mitigate that is just try to deal as much damage to an enemy as possible, and then do the copy shot. Because the copy shot is based on the amount of damage an enemy has taken. You don't actually have to hit him with a bunch of copy shots, because that would just take forever. I need to go back and check. Yeah, you want to know what would help this stage a lot? If I had camera control.
Damn it! Now I'm just
yeah.
opening and closing the Ryu soul over and over again.
It's a kind of like a stress ball.
They really are like that, honestly.
Yay, I saved Mo.
We
Very
gotta use and
satisfying.
abuse you, and then we'll
No!
feel better
Damn it.
about ourselves.
Yeah, saying like, one time I was Kid Gorgeous, and then I was Kid Presentable, and now I'm Kid Mo.
It's like, oh no, Furious George, what have they done to your face?
Furious George? That would be the name of a, that would be the name of something.
It's in The Simpsons. They had Mr. Burns had a monkey that knew how to knife fight. It's Furious George.
Smithers, release the hounds.
These poor Reploids walk like they've got cement in their oversized boots.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I already came back this way.
So, what's really frustrating is inconsistency. Like, if they could give you camera control, if they would just make it standard and not lock you, That would be awesome. It would also be awesome if they mapped the camera to the right thumbstick instead of the shoulder buttons.
Yeah, because the shoulder buttons were always weapon swap.
Yeah.
So why not keep that?
Because stupidity? I don't know.
Yeah, by the time this game came about, using the right thumbstick for the camera was not uncommon.
I'm going to assume sheer incompetence.
Yeah, it's always better to assume stupidity instead of conspiracy.
It does tend to go that way. It does tend to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Why does that ape have nipples?
I don't know.
I mean, I was under the impression apes generally did.
I was gonna say, why does that robot ape have nipples?
Oh yeah, whoever made the robot definitely has some
Yeah. Man was a little
decisions.
No.
I don't want to die.
I can survive. I'm moving to the right. Let me keep going.
Yes. Truly X's moment of
survived.
heroism.
I survived, yay!
What is it about female West that is so hypnotizing?
Boobies.
You know what? Sure.
The rubes, if you will. Oh,
Hey,
hey, capsule.
Hey,
Oh, look, Aiden, look what it is. Look at that.
Alright, Morty X. Alright. One more time into the breach, Morty X. These custom parts for you, Morty X. They're literally for no one else. With these parts, you'll be able to use Giga Crash. Activated by pressing L1 and R1 at the same time. You can multitask like that, right? But I hope that nothing so bad happens that you'll end up seeing this message.
we pretty much reached the point where those are actually AI and not messages, but I'm pretty sure the writers thought that they were messages still. We did Yep, so that's what the glide armor looks like. You still need to get the helmet part.
Hey, kid, I hope you like the things I sent you.
It is a pretty slick armor set. Visually, at least. Whoa, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that one before. That one's a winner.
Yeah. I think you're the one who first showed me that showed that one to me. But it's good.
It's the only time I've ever found Peanut, like, super cute. Like, not cute, like, he's always been cute, but, like, I mean, like, attractive.
Yeah. That's fair. That is fair. I cannot stop with this Ryu soul, man.
Dang
Too
it, I didn't...
satisfying.
Let me heal real quick. Because I need to open up this door. So I need to go back and find a... I need to see if I can find a... Nope, those are all turrets. Oh, wait a minute. There's healing there.
We'll drop in Funky Bun stuff, too. Good grief.
We're at
5 a day.
1, 2,
oh
cop
yes,
shot. Let's go.
good shit in here.
Darn, I thought I'd be able to open that. Oh well. Yeah, the monkey has freaking nipples. The robot monkey has nipples.
I don't know why that made me think of the Gravity Falls. And fists for nipples!
Gravity Falls got away with a lot of shit. I feel like...
It did.
Here we are.
Bird up.
Bird up.
Bird
This
up.
is cooped up in a place like this.
No, bird up.
I thought you'd fly straight at me. Full force?
Question mark?
That's supposed to be a statement, not a question.
Bird up.
I'm a hunter, not an English major.
Birds.
Warning, you are playing this game. Warning.
Warning.
Why the hell are you playing this game?
Look out for not Storm Eagle. At least this fight's a little more fun than some of them.
Yeah?
You know what sucks so hard about special weapons in this game? They do not give you enough ammo to finish out a fight.
Do they not?
No, they don't. They expect you to gain more. They expect you to gain more weapon ammunition as the game goes on. Because there are some times where you are able to rescue injured people, and they have like energy increase. And everyone's energy increase in this is really bad. At least I'll get the amount of Reploids I rescued, so.
Yeah?
So I saved Neil, Derek, Nigel, Ray,
Nigel.
Jeff died, Herbie, Kim, Barry, Silver, Damon, Marcus Damon. I wish you would punch something. And
Yeah.
or no, wait, not Beat. It's Bert. That R looks way too much like an A.
Too many birds on your brain.
Bird up.
Hey Dan.
Hey, Dan.
There's a hell of a way to come
Hey,
in.
Dan.
So,
Bird plates give you valuable chip items. You should know this by now. I shouldn't have to tell you every time you come to this screen.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't have a job. They'll fire me. I have children, X. Children. 5 of them. 5 hungry robots that need me to be the operator.
But
Because yes, Reploids can have children. They just never get into the specifics.
I mean, how would that work?
Actually, I don't recall that ever being a thing.
No, actually, there is an explicit in the Zero series. They explicitly state that Reploids can have.
Well, yeah, in the Zero series, but Reploids have become more advanced then, with also freaking cyber elves. In the Zero series.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna install a fertility virus on my Reploid and have 15 cyber children.
Yeah, that's probably one of the cyber elves you can install.
Boy, what a gig that is. There's a job for you.
Besides you guys, speaking of me, I'm gonna have a Reploid wife and 15 synthetic children.
What the hell?
Or you could just like go to the factory and design your kids. I don't know.
No, you gotta do it the natural way.
They also don't ever really get into. They also don't really get into like Reploid construction. What are the laws regarding Reploid construction? Like,
There's gonna be like that movie Robots with Elijah Wood in it.
Okay, so
oh gosh, I vaguely
when
remember
a
that.
mommy robot and a daddy robot like each other very much.
Very much. They buy a kid off of Robot eBay and start building one themselves.
But Robin Williams was in that, wasn't he? I remember
was.
that movie now. Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
was. He was
kinda
taking
remember
pictures.
that.
He was all like big anime eyes.
That's right. I vaguely remember that movie.
And then he sang, "I'm singing into oil."
Wow. Leave no robot stone unturned.
Right?
Of course, someone made a mod for Payday 3 where you can be a protogen.
Already?
I'm surprised it took that long.
What do you mean that long? How long's Payday 3 been out?
2 days.
2 days! 2 days and they've already come up with protogen reskins. Just like Valve, is this like as free modding as like Left 4 Dead 2?
Once you've reskinned something in one engine, if it's a similar engine, it's not that hard.
Yeah. All
Like
right.
they do all the rigging, they do the hard part. You just have to like get the texture packs and stuff. I mean, it depends on how sophisticated it is. Like if they want like animated faces and stuff, it gets a little more involved. But
You're never gonna believe this, guys. I beat Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, not
Again?
Siege. I'm sorry. What is this game?
Rainbow
Vegas.
Six. Wow.
Vegas 2. I beat it.
I don't think I ever played Vegas 2.
Don't
It's-
bother. Vegas ain't all that cracked up to be.
I think
I mean, unless you're going over there to see Penn and Teller's, but whatever.
I think I played
I
Siege.
really
and
like
the original
Vegas
Rainbow
2.
Six.
It's actually a pretty decent game.
Here we are.
Probably better than the city. Oh.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. It is way better than the city ever could be.
Where's Pajama Sam?
Where is Pajama Sam when you need him?
Yeah, we are not turning this back to English.
Yeah, that is a very good call.
No, hold on. He turned the volume to 120%. He's probably wanted us to shut up.
No, I don't mind us talking over it.
It was just a little on the quiet side without it.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it sounds like the gain was brought up so hard, it's starting to cut. I thought it was something I did.
Oh. Reporoido. Yes, that's who you were dealing with. Why are you remotely surprised?
Oh, the fuck knows.
You're making a deal with Darth Mr. Clean, who wanted to genocide humanity.
Darth Clean, yo.
Darth Clean. That's his new name now.
Darth Mr. Clean.
You cannot convince me that his name is not Darth Clean.
Darth Bald. Darth Sterile.
Darth
Darth-
Cope Seed Mauled.
Lol. Darth Cope. Sounds like a kabuki actor.
Darth Cope.
Oh.
So that's basically explanation as to why Red is doing this. Which leads me into the next question. Sigma never intends to set your piles free. They're likely all just going to be destroyed by the Maverick Hunters anyway when you send them out. So why not just betray? Why not just run?
Because that's pussy.
Because that's like what intelligent people would do.
Megaman ain't no pussy.
I'm talking about Red. Snipe Anteater.
You know, as weird as that design is, I kind of respect the weird face and the big cannon. Oh, plus congratulations. I think it's the only fun level. Fun
Yes.
being relative in this game.
Anteater comes out, he's all like, I tongue the music, I make it tongue. I tongue the music with my Serpent 50 cal tongue.
They do have weird tongues.
Yeah.
You know what's a cool animal? Aardwolves.
Aardwolf, yeah. Yeah?
Because they look like canids, but they're anteaters.
Ah, no! No! That sucks.
You're trapped here forever now. You can never leave.
Where's the people respawning the second they go a pixel off screen when you need it?
Yeah, he respawned, so I just have to wait for him to come back.
It would help if this particular enemy didn't move at like the slowest pace you can imagine. Like,
Oh, hey, Roshan.
Hello,
Hey.
Roshan.
X6 wasn't enough pain for you, eh?
Are you on 7 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. The painful one. That's from what I've heard, anyways. I haven't actually played it.
There's sort of an ongoing debate as to which is worse, 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, 7's kind of winning that debate.
Man, we got a packed house right now.
Yeah, this entire side of the screen is getting a little too comfy.
I mean, Vulian here.
I
You
tried
miss
to
fingers. You miss fingers hanging out on the ceiling.
Bingy!
I tried to convince him to show up, and he was too busy playing
Being
Doom
cool
Eternal.
on Total War. Doom Eternal? I thought it was Total War you were playing.
Last I saw it was Doom Eternal. He could have changed it.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, last time I saw Fingers playing video game, it was one of them
Oh, not
hexagon
fingers.
RTS things.
Not fingers. Volley.
Oh.
Are you ready for some? Are you ready for some sickness?
Please, let me get down with the sickness.
Somehow I knew you were going to make that joke.
Oh, you're
Look,
upset.
it's unavoidable,
Oh.
okay? Come on, get down with that.
What is going on here?
This level is actually the only one I consider like kind of fun.
Megaman
But-
X7
but
did
that
upside
doesn't
down
mean-
walking.
But that's fun relative to the rest of the game. I should probably clarify.
I see.
Megaman X7 upside down watch so that Mario Galaxy upside down could run.
Actually, the game I remember doing that the most, probably Sonic. In Sonic 2 and Knuckles, Death Egg had you running all over with gravity going all over the place.
That's true.
The only
That's the first
Sonic
game I
I
remember.
don't really remember. The Sonic games I've played are like Colors, and like the ones I've completed anyways. I think are Colors, and I think I completed. Was it Generations?
Look at you, Roshan, only playing good Sonic games.
Man needs to pick up Sonic
Oh
Adventure
no,
2
I did
Battle.
play Forces. I did play Forces just because I was really
Oh
curious.
no.
Dude, the make your own Persona thing must have sold so many copies of that game.
Very
yeah.
much did.
That was
Yeah.
before. That was before I was a furry too.
Oh, those
It was just
halcyon
like-
days.
I think it was just like, new platformer. Maybe it's good. I mean, obviously, I mean,
Let me switch
I
it
still
back
was-
so that he can get the E-Tank.
just because I wasn't a furry doesn't mean I wasn't sold on the, animal, making your own animal concept. But I just
Yeah.
remember it being really nothing like the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know, nothing super notable happened. Like, it wasn't unfun.
Unless
just
you were
was kinda-
playing, unless you were playing as freaking Retro Sonic.
Oh, I don't even remember the Retro Sonic state things.
Oh, the freaking controls for the Retro Sonic game, the Retro Sonic stages are completely borked in terms of physics.
That was the most baffling part of it to me. Like, 2D Sonic was like the one thing they'd been good at over the years, fairly consistently. Like, that was like the one thing that, like, no matter how bad the 3D ones got, they at least generally did 2D okay.
And now,
That's weird, I don't remember that. I just remember everything being... I just remember it being just so forgettable gameplay-wise. And story-wise,
So
really. I don't even remember the story, other than Eggman
2D game.
took over everything and you take everything back, I guess. That's all I remember.
Well, that's definitely the long and short of it. There's this infinite guy who was kind of wasted potential.
And now,
Tails loses every ounce of heroism and self-respect he'd gained from any of the other games to date.
Wow.
Happily, IDW was able to salvage it.
Yeah, but who
Seems
reads
to be
comic books anymore?
IDW's MO. Is, hey,
Oh,
your
hey.
franchise is kind of not great. Let's try and fix that with some comics, shall we?
I do... So, going back to the good Sonic games, I do remember really liking Colors.
Colors was
Colors is
alright.
good. Colors is good. That was
Level
one of
design
the
was really
first
games I
good.
played.
The design was good. The power-ups were fun. I loved the Eggman commentary in the background of some of the levels. So the
How
writing
could
was
this
actually
be
pretty good.
happening?
What's funny is it was like Eggman doing amateur science dialogue.
Yeah. I just remember because it was a single player game, my brother and I would just take turns doing the stages. Like I would do the odd stages, I think, and he would do the even stages, I think it was.
Ah, jeez, my brain is just like right now because I'm
Oh,
trying.
hey, I
to
just
get,
remembered.
Because I'm trying
I just
to make
remembered
it to
there. Oh, sorry, man.
So right now I'm just trying to make it to where the light capsule is.
Or do you make Aiden do it?
Sorry, I was on a slight mic delay, I think.
There we go.
Aiden, your turn.
I believe this is the last time for both this and X8. Because X8 is fully voiced.
Never imagined I'd hear Morty X. I made this pod literally impossible to find. I wish I could have given you these head parts in person, but I kind of died. Liver cirrhosis, man. It's not a joke, not even once, man.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for you to give this to me while this is in cyberspace.
Although weak, because I was weak in the knees when I made them. They possess an item attracting force. I hope it helps, or not.
Oh, congrats! Congrats! The helmet you're giving me is basically treasure magnet.
Yay! Treasure Magnet X!
Treasure Magnet X, Morty X!
Treasure...
And this is the full glide armor.
Babe Magic X!
I tried to make the part make you attractive in General X, but I could only go so far. The rest is up to you and the gay red guy. But I just remembered, there was actually a game much earlier that did these mechanics, and it was actually a Mega Man game, Gravity Man from Mega Man 5. On the NES, no less.
Yeah, except on the NES, it's not disorienting.
Well, yeah, it just sort of flips the sprite rather than the whole level.
Ugh.
I didn't mean to frickin'...
Okay, I probably should put away all this shit I got out. And actually lay down.
It's just your eternal lot in life, having to constantly pull out all the cool shit you got and then having to put it back.
Oh, God, putting it away is... It's so easy to get it all out, and then putting it all away is a pain in the ass.
Oh, I know how that goes.
Pain!
Here we are. Just seeing if there's anybody else to save. Okay. Boss time.
Do that.
Who is it?
Wow, there's a voice.
Oh yeah, he's kind of
Is that
old.
I thought it was like a vacuum cleaner or something for a second.
Sick of this asking question with a question nonsense.
Where's GC when we need him? It's actually kind of what utopia means, but I'm just splitting hairs.
It means dream.
Yeah, it's like literally the unachievable ideal.
Well, I always thought utopia was unachievable, but I didn't know it meant dream.
If I recall, that's part of the root word. Well, you weren't entirely wrong, Roshan. He does appear to be going around hoovering that glass tube. Who is this guy? Grenade Man? He giggles when you shoot him.
Away.
Yay!
Hey kid, I don't judge you for what you're into. Don't judge my man for what he's into.
Ooh! Axel, I need you to come here. He's firing 50 missiles. I need you to come here and stand still for a minute.
Axel, stand between me and this guy real quick.
Oh yeah, why is that?
You wanted to be an ace hunter, right? I got a golden opportunity for you.
This boss looks like chaos.
Yeah.
It do be a little chaotic.
I mean, he's no burn it to the ground or anything, but
Yeah.
He's no pushover either.
at least they give you the decency of restoring your weapon ammo when you croak.
Yeah, really. Couldn't imagine what this game would be like if you like if they fucked you over that much.
If an anteater attacks you with ants, does that mean he's barfing on you?
I guess.
Where's it coming? Where are they coming from?
Yes.
Where are the
I would
ants coming
say.
from?
Insult to injury.
Jeez. That fight was chaos.
Yeesh.
Yep.
But I think that's also the only stage I didn't die a game over in first. I didn't die
Yeah, that's
first
what-
in. You get
Do you have to
sniffer
redo the
missile.
whole? Do you have to redo the whole thing if you die?
No, you just restarted the boss. This is
Oh,
actually
okay.
one of the. This is probably what. That's probably one of the few things I'll give credit to this game for. When you die, you just restarted the boss.
Yeah, that would have been painful if you had to redo the whole thing.
Let's see here. Rin, Daniel, Sue, Rosetta, Mary, Jelly, Mark, Doug, Cliff, Ted, Richie, Colin, Don, Brian, Malaby, and Hyde. Cool, I got everyone on the first try.
Did you guys
Mary
see her
had a
mouth
Reploid
every
help.
time she listed off and ate? Like, look at her face. It does this weird distorting thing. It kind of looks like they tried to overlay the animation of her talking over her mouth, but they did it wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
Huh.
Wow. I didn't even get that right.
Guys, making video games is hard.
I still need to find. I still need to find one freaking sub tank. Then I can just move on. I'm trying to remember where it is though.
Whoa, hello.
Hello?
What's going on?
Nothing. Sorry, just got an interesting message.
Are you
I
still working
see.
on bot?
No, CC's trying to wreck my focus.
Come on, C.
I mean, I've been sending him things.
See, it's not appropriate
See.
to send that kind of thing right now.
I don't care.
Wait 3 hours after dinner.
Here we
You'll
are.
get cramps.
The location of Riddler's base.
That's if they wanted us to find out. Hey, I won't complain.
Oh.
Guys, we're not supposed to be posting horny on main. Come on.
He's sending it directly. It's not against the rules technically.
Ah, you confess.
Just don't do that when I'm actually, if I'm the one in the driver's seat.
Make the scene eliminate the danger. Yep.
I promise I won't.
Okay, so
What are you promising
I
not
got
to
the.
do?
Nothing.
Okay, so I got the. There was a weapon tank in Central Circuit, and there's a. And the E-tank I got at Tunnel Base. I am trying to remember where the other E-tank is. Because I kind of want... Because regardless of how terrible this game is, I still need to at least get that.
He doesn't want 100% it, but he wants to 99% it.
Yeah, so then that way I don't die easily against the enemy. Against other
Oh, I
enemies.
see. Okay. Makes sense.
So... Hey, Kit, would you be willing to assist me in this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you want me to... Do you have a
Go
cheat?
ahead.
Do you want me to cheat
Go
sheet?
ahead.
Alrighty.
Because I haven't committed... X7 stuff to memory. It was
Oh,
just...
no worries.
He has not
X7
committed
rescue
to
part.
X7 die.
X7 rescue parts. Let's see. Parts guide.
It's just E-tanks. Because I got
Yeah.
one in... Because I got one in Tunnel Base.
Yeah. Sub-tanks. Stop it.
Ooh, sorry.
There we go. Okay, so you got the one in... Okay, so the Deep Forest one.
Okay, so
Let's
it's
see,
in
there's
Deep Forest.
Yeah, they've got them in Deep Forest, Central Circuit, Tunnel Base, and Battleship.
Okay, so what was in Deep Forest?
In Deep Forest, it's right before entering the boss room. Of course it is, at the end of the level. Stand on one of the 8 stones and ride it upwards, then use 0 to double jump to the trees on the left. How the
Okay,
hell would
so-
you know that?
So I have to be 0 for that. Okay. You can now play
Yeah,
as X equipped with glide armor. Okay.
He's getting the sub tanks that let you store extra energy, which is very, very good for the final parts of the game for sure.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ready? No.
No, please. Por favor, no.
Man's just face tanking all of it. You can't be asked.
This is like pseudo 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
2.5D.
they'll zip back and forth between They'll zip back and forth between.
Good games in this game.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know what's the most infuriating part, though?
Hmm?
For whatever reason, it occasionally locks some of your controls just a little bit when it's switching from perspectives,
I
leading to
see.
some very odd deaths.
Yeah.
Ones where you think Axel's hover is going to kick in, and it very suddenly does not.
Yeah, the issue with Axel's hover, which makes it very different from X's glide, is that Axel's hover you have to hold down the button instead of double tapping it. But for X's glide armor, you double tap it in order to use it.
Yeah, so if you forget to jump while holding it, you're just kind of SOL.
Sounds fun. Sounds great.
You know, I think that there's a lesson to be learned that if you can implement it correctly with one character and not the other one, something went wrong either with communication or testing.
Okay, yeah, so this is where the...
Was the development of this game a mess?
It says just before the boss room. Double jump. It probably was. The
right here.
X7 and 6 and 7 were done without Inafune's involvement. The producer who'd been on all the other games.
I see.
There it is.
Is Inafune like the Mega Man guy?
Yep.
Nope.
I mean, he didn't make it up, but he
That's
drove
not the
it.
That's not the E tank. That's the I think that's the EX.
Oh.
That's the EX capsule.
Oh, okay. It's listed as sub-tank. Or I'm stupid.
That's fine.
Nope, I'm stupid. I was mixing it up with the one above it. My bad.
Okay.
It's in Tunnel Base and Battleship are the two life sub-tanks. Sorry.
Okay, then. So I need to go to Battleship then. Okay.
So I was on the. I was reading the one above it.
That's fine.
on me.
That's fine. I needed to find that too. So I completely forgot that was a thing. Okay, so Battleship. Actually, I need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, no, Inafune didn't create Mega Man, but people did sort of know him as the Mega Man guy just because he really was the creative driver behind the whole thing. And after X5, he wanted to go do the Zero series. And that's why in X5 he actually had Zero killed off. Well, not killed off, but damaged really badly and needing to be put into a capsule for like 100 years. And then they went ahead and made X6 and 7 without him.
Oof.
And that's why Zero was suddenly okay again, and like they didn't have any good reason why.
Because they retconned X7.
Yep. Although they did eventually make it work, they explained that Zero ended up in the capsule not because he was badly damaged, but because they figured out that he was the source of the Maverick virus, and so they kept him in the capsule to sort of purify his system.
You know, as you do.
Sure, yes. It's the rational thing.
Just, oh yeah, by the way, you happen to be the reason for all of our problems, even though I think all of our problems happened long before you were an active player in them.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yay!
Yay. So you said it's in Battleship, so...
Ready?
Well, I'm happy to see I was able to save Marcus.
Yay, Marcus.
If you combine 2 of these Reploids, you get a complete psychopath in freaking Digimon Savers. Or Digimon Data Squad. You get Marcus Damon.
You get Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Marcus Damon's biggest thing is that he goes up and punches Digimon.
I remember that. Man literally just said, you know what? Fuck you. Punches your Digimon.
Because it's the way that he gains the DNA energy to Digivolve Agumon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, I gotta rip it out of them first person.
Because everyone else can just do it naturally. It's only freaking Marcus and his dad that have that ability.
It's only Marcus that has the ability to rip out someone's soul and feed it to his dragon to make it stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the normal thing to do.
Totes my goats. Oh jeez, these graphics.
Oh, the graphics.
Look at how they're glitching.
Oh boy.
This is how it's done, kids. This is how you make a game.
This is such a good game. This is such a good game. This is such a good game. And so it's behind some crates, and unfortunately that was the best description I got from the wiki. I can try to find some relevant screenshots.
It's somewhere. Figure it out, lol.
You know, I'm glad Ailey doesn't interrupt the gameplay, but she could also just sort of shut up and let the icon do the talking.
Right?
But that would be, like, good game design? And that's just not what we do here.
Oh, that's not this game does, that's for sure. It just to me as the running animation kind of look weird.
Yeah, it really doesn't look. It looks like it's just like an animation, and it doesn't feel like it's being affected by the environment in any way.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's. It feels like it's slipping, like he's not actually walking on a ground, you know.
Just slip sliding away.
Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away.
Away! Slip sliding away!
There we go. One thing that's really interesting about this time in Mega Man's history is that it was getting really near to the time when Inafune would leave Capcom entirely to go do his own thing, and it was just really they weren't 100% sure what to do with Mega Man, and so they tried a few different things. This was also around the time Mega Man X Command Mission, which was an RPG, came out.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, sorry.
I was gonna say, I was about to say, like, Mega Man. I actually kind of enjoyed Mega Man X Command Mission for what it's worth. But you go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's an interesting idea. It's kind of a flawed game in some respects, but it has its enjoyable aspects.
Yeah, I have Command Mission, but the problem is though is that I need to find a way to stream it.
I was just gonna say, when Infinite left Catherine, didn't he go and make that like Mighty Number 9 game?
He did,
yes,
yeah.
That was the first thing he did was go because he went and started this concept company where his whole idea was that he would crowdsource like game ideas and then get studios involved on it. Mm-hmm. And so Mighty Number 9 got a huge swelling of support on Kickstarter to the degree that it had all of these stretch goals that turned out to be the death of it because they were trying to do way too much all at once for 6 different platforms and multiplayer. So, and then to compound things, the company he picked to do it, it's a good company. It's called Inti Creates. They're the ones that did Mega Man 9 and 10, as well as the Sonic Rush games. They're a good studio, but they have never done multiplayer before. And then suddenly they were being asked to do multiplayer for 6 platforms at once.
Yeah, that was not going to happen.
Nah.
Inti Creates also did
Blaster Master Zero.
Yeah, that was it. So they definitely have the pedigree, but like up to that point, they'd only ever done single player.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna need to.
I'll see if I can find a screenshot.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I think I probably passed it up at some point.
No worries, I will.
Yeah.
So even Inafune leaving, there wasn't Mega Man was not. The magic wasn't with him. Let me put it that way. Oh, it's on. Let's see. Look for it behind some crates. It's invisible. You actually have to walk. That is the stupidest. Here, I'll send you I'll put it in voice text.
Yeah, Mega Man's had a rough time, hasn't it? As a franchise.
All right, there you go. It's half visible. Like you have to be right near the crate.
Okay.
That. Yeah, that's
bullshit. It's the crate right before you get to the Hydra boss.
Yeah, sorry. The MMKB is a terrible wiki. I went to a different one. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say, for anything Mega Man related, I normally went to the Mega Man homepage, MMHP.
Gotcha.
So let's do this one more time, because I want to get this game done tonight. I've been streaming for an hour and a half, and I haven't even made it to the freaking thing yet.
Oh, sorry, that was on me. I probably should have been more thorough.
No.
How long have you been streaming this?
This is the 4th session.
Oh, wow.
Happily, X8 is a lot easier to handle.
Alright, I will be right back. I am going to buy some drinks because I'm thirsty.
That's a good reason to get a drink.
And luckily, there's a target right under my apartment.
Oh, that's nice.
No kidding.
Damn.
Yo.
How'd you manage that?
Yeah, how'd you manage that?
Uh,
Hey, tell me. How'd you do that? What's the magic word?
what?
What's the magic word? How'd you do that? How'd you get a target right now, right downstairs?
Well, it's probably a result of it being right next to my college. So, my guess is that because the apartment I have is a popular apartment for students at my college. So,
Oh, I see.
it's probably it was probably they probably put a target there specifically because they knew it would be attractive to students.
Interesting.
Definitely.
I'll be right back because it closes soon, so I need to go before it closes.
Yeah, get out there. Get out there.
Oh, Dan, if you do splurge, I highly recommend Armored Core 6
Right there.
out of all the games you showed me.
Hey, there it
Yeah, I
is.
think I should. I mean, it's a hard pass up, man.
It does look amazing.
It is
There's a lot.
amazing.
There's a lot I want to do. Recommended by people whom I've known far longer. Not to be insulting or anything there.
There we go.
Oh, you're
Now I'm finally gonna move on to freaking.
insult me
Just like, you know,
that.
I have like one friend who's all like, buy Ultra Kill. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be
No,
like
I don't.
so bad at that game. It's probably gonna get infuriating.
There we go. I finally got it. So now I'll move on. Yeah, comparing freaking like X7 to X8 is like comparing freaking dog shit to a cream soda.
Well,
You know, it's like it's not. I'm not big on cream soda, but at least it's edible.
at least it's edible, he says.
So now it's finally time to go to Palace Road. Hey, by the way, are you all ready to suffer another ride bike sequence?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'll choose X and Axel because those are the only two with long range.
Damn, I really shouldn't splurge, but I'm thinking of getting Lies of P.
Getting what? Oh,
Lies
yeah.
of P.
Yeah,
God.
I've heard a friend of mine is also playing that. And thinks it's a pretty cool Soulsborne.
Man, it reminds me so much of Bloodborne, and that's like my favorite game from Software.
Yeah, I wish
So-
I could play it, even though it's like a fucking exclusive. I'm so mad.
I have Bloodborne.
Bloodborne is the best game.
play Bloodborne, but I don't have money.
That makes it hard. I kind of had to miss out on a few titles recently as well. It just had to be kind of choosy.
Mm.
Looks so good, man.
Freaking, it pirouettes if it makes contact with you, so you have no chance to escape.
Gross.
You know what's my favorite type of game to play? Chasing sequence, where it's basically freaking leap of faith.
Yeah, the camera angle does you no favors, especially when it's like oh, we're gonna have enemies charge at you and give you no time to react, and then oh look, suddenly a hit.
At least I have my glide armor, so I'll be able to survive it. But it's still a pain in the rear.
One of the reviews is literally just recommended try finger butthole.
Oh, for what?
For Liza P. It's a literal reference to
A Bloodborne meme.
just the Dark Souls meme in general. Good old try
I
finger
have to swap.
butthole.
Because X is gonna die otherwise.
Where was I in that one? Sorry. Did we lose DC?
DC.
No.
Oh, okay.
At least I was able to get that healing and extra life.
Sorry, just you were a little on the quiet side.
What?
Which is okay. I was just
Sorry.
wondering. Oh no, it's okay. I just was. It's always wonder with Discord glitches abound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Let me change. Thank you. Damn it. Please tell me I go back to that point, or do I have to do the entire thing again? I don't want to... I have to do the entire second section again. Okay, I might as well just switch to Zero, switch to Axel. Because then with Axel, I can just deal damage to all the enemies in front. And any healing that anything I get, I can just... You wanna know what's a cool character for me to get for frickin' in X8? There's a white Axel.
Yeah. I never actually did it in any of my playthroughs, but I know of it. It's kind of like Black Zero.
Yeah, white Axel has infinite glide and no, he has infinite glide while shooting, which means that you can just go brap, brap, and just like stay in the air forever. It's actually really cool, especially in Burn Rooster stage. That's right. There is still burbs in the in X8. You get to enjoy Burn Rooster.
Burn
Yay.
Rooster. Sounds like my KFC meal. You should at least just give me a pity
Oh.
Oh.
Ready?
Could at least just get a pity laugh for that one.
Yeah, it's rough. It's even harder than it looks, I promise. I've done this game a couple of times against my better judgment. The controls are just unbelievably sluggish.
Yeah. Which goes completely against the entire feeling of playing a Mega Man X game. Because you know the feelings about how I love just going fast and jumping over pits and all that stuff? Yeah, that's not in this game. This game is just sluggish, slow, and boring. I was holding down the button.
Ready?
Okay, when I reach that point in the stage, I will switch to X so that I can just glide over it.
Oh, that was...
Stick enemy placement. Ah! This game sucks. You guys play the same stage again because me playing as Zero is not gonna help here.
Hello.
Ready?
Hey!
Hello.
That was
What
the
you
game
get?
over.
Can you share with the class?
Just got Gatorade and steamed vegetables.
Ooh, steamed vegetables.
Yep. Today I finally got the opportunity to test out my. Today I finally got the opportunity to test out my new oven, so I made a big
Nice.
thing of taco dip.
Cool.
I don't know what's up with my Discord lately and watching streams, but it's just for some reason my Discord is really chugging, like really having difficulty connecting whenever I'm watching a stream.
Oh, if you
What's
need
happening?
to, I was gonna say if that's causing you issues, you could watch this on Twitch.
Yeah, I could.
It's just that it'll be slower, and you'll have to deal with all of the double talking, unless you want to keep it muted.
Oh, it's like an auto running.
Okay, okay, legit. I actually hit X. I actually hit jump twice on that. This game just does not want to work with me right now.
It's just jank.
Yep. I don't want to be trapped in this forever. Especially since Root Crew started already.
Good video game.
Did the video game?
Are they still playing? I was gonna say, are they still playing Oracle Seasons?
I think they were still doing it when I was. I don't think they finished it, right? I had to leave a little early because I was a little sleepy yesterday.
Ah,
No shame. Sleep is better.
nice. Yeah, it's
Taking
pretty
a
important.
sleep. I might be going to sleep here in a bit.
No shame. Get you sleep.
No, not even a little shame. Not
Aw,
even
but
a little shame.
Aiden's powered by shame the way some people are powered by coffee.
I'm also powered by
shame
coffee.
and coffee.
Shame
Wow, no
and
wonder we're
coffee.
so alike, Aiden.
Is there a
Yeah,
way to
we're-
avoid getting hit by that there? It feels like...
I'm better off just freaking tanking the hit, because if I don't, then then I'm gonna have to deal with a freaking jumping problem.
Mhm.
It's gonna move to the.
You can't really see what's hitting you until you've already been hit by it.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, that is kind of how it feels.
Yeah, like that. They just came out of nowhere.
Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Hey, take care,
man.
Nadia.
Night. Good
Good
luck,
night.
Zero.
Good night.
Well, this game
No!
evidently doesn't...
I wanted to get that health.
This game evidently does not have great game design.
Yeah, this game's sick.
Does not.
Well, at least we're done with the auto running section.
Problem is that, like, the enemies behave as though you can move like Mega Man X has always moved, and not how Mega Man X moves in this game. The reflexes expected of you are pretty wild.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Definitely not great. Oh.
I don't want to use a freaking E-tank on this boss. I still have to deal with freaking Red, and I still have to deal with freaking all the other stuff.
Can't you purchase more E-tanks?
I only have the 2, and as a matter of fact, at least they're both energized. So this isn't the original. This isn't the original Mega Man series. I can't buy more. There is a maximum.
What does this game have on like Metacritic?
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up because we need distractions.
It has... If it'll load... Seriously, my internet ping pongs between awful and... It has a 58. User reviews are even worse at 4.7.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I guess the game works, which is better than some.
It works. It
Oh.
just is actively against you.
Yeah. Alright, my veggies are probably ready.
Do you have a portable steamer?
No, I just microwave them.
Yeah. I have a steamer thing for the microwave.
Interesting.
There we go. I was able to get the stuff there. So that'll make it a little bit easier. Hey, big guy. Hey, Grizz.
Oh, hey. How you doing?
Who are you talking to?
Grizz is on text.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, the battle networks are all on Steam sale right now. On sale on Steam right now. That's good to know. The Legacy Collection or whatever.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Those are pretty good games. And I bet you still haven't even played Star Force, have you? Even though we found it with that rare stuff at that store that one time.
I enjoyed playing Mega Man Star Force. You know what? I'm just gonna use frickin'.
Oh wow, that did more damage than I thought.
Yeah, I was able to use Giga Crash. Oh, so he was the stage boss. Okay. I legitimately thought that he was just like a mid-stage boss or something else. Yeah, the one of the big issues I have is friggin' navigating the menu. Yeah, I was gonna say I have the Battle Network games on, or I own physical copies of the Battle Network games, but my sister also has the Battle Network Legacy Collection for the Switch. So if we ever want to do more wacky voice acting, we could do Battle Network.
Certainly a lot of opportunities in that one.
I see you beat them, I presume.
Yeah, I've beaten them.
Yes.
I've beaten every single Mega Man series.
Oh, I mean, like you beat that boss.
Yep, we finally able to beat that boss.
Nice.
That frickin' bone bats. Yeah. Jeez, they're everywhere.
I am refusing to open.
Yeah, Ches. Eh. Are you gonna roll down or not? Thank you.
Yeah. So there's another interesting thing I learned about this game. When data miners were going through the code, it looks like there was some uncertainty as to whether they were going to go. There's some evidence that there was a lot of change mid-production, because there's a lot of code that's like dead-end code. It doesn't really make a ton of sense for the final product. So, which doesn't surprise me. It's usually if something is really bad, it's because people were rushed, crunched, pushed into things. I honestly think that that's 80% of the problem in the games industry right now. Why you get bad games is you'll get management that'll do these edicts mid-game, based on just like industry trends.
Oh yeah.
Or thing.
Yeah, and you want to know the best example of a game that has multiple industry trends because of how long the series was going on, or how long it was in development? Frickin' Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh yeah, that is a classic.
Finally get to see red. Yeah, but where's the professor now?
Professor, if that is your real name.
そっか。じゃあ気をつけないとね。
さて、長話してる場合じゃなかった。そろそろ始めるとするか。
He does have a pretty cool design. He deals a lot of damage, but luckily he takes it pretty well too. Problem is telegraphing.
Ah!
Whoa, boy.
I was trying to avoid those cyclones.
Well, and the other problem is telegraphing whether he's going for a vertical flash or a sideways slash. Boy, the weapons in this game are just butt. But I honestly think that, like, a lot of the decisions they'll make in games to change the direction of things, a lot of times it's based on, like, focus group type stuff and not even, like, the games themselves. Like, sometimes they'll be changing things before, like, they're even in, like, a testable, playable state. So they'll never know if something's going to actually work well or not.
But it worked in other games, so surely it'll work here.
Yeah, which is sometimes why you get a lot of cross-genre stuff that makes no sense. Because they'll be like, but money!
That was close.
Yeah. A good move. It wasn't this move, but it was a good move.
Ah! Why did you freaking dodge roll there?
Oh.
At least I know his weakness now.
The rear crew has begun streaming.
And I need to run to the restroom for a moment. Sorry to leave you at a climactic moment.
We actually need to do that as well.
You do what you need to do, because this might take a while.
I shall return.
At least the wall jump's pretty good at getting you back up. But the regular gun does like nothing to him.
Well, that's because he was in an invulnerable state.
Oh.
Yeah, like when he's doing his tornado, he can't be hit.
Oh. That's silly. It's like the perfect time to hit him.
No! Work with me, you...
Ooh.
I'm back.
I'm back. Oh, he has like almost no health.
Got him. I don't know how, but I hit him with that Giga Crash.
腕を上げたらアクセル。あれが聞こえるだろう。ここは長くは持たない。俺に。
Is there any boss in this game that is actually like fun?
In this game?
No.
No. No, it's not.
Great.
Axel, そいつの言う通りだ。先に行って待ってる。いつでも来な。慌てなくてもいい。
Now I can only imagine how terrible of a line read that is for like the English dub.
Is the dub really bad for this game?
Yes, there's a very good reason why I changed. There's a very good reason why I changed it to.
Japanese.
Why I changed it to Japanese. Yes. Oh, it's everyone's favorite part of any Mega Man game. Boss Rush.
Ready?
Oh, cool, and they're actually giving us the... Oh, no, this isn't Boss Rush, it's irritating nonsense. If only this gun arm was as strong as freaking Megatron's gun. Then this might actually be fun.
I'm back. Welcome back.
I
That's
desperately
something else.
want.
That's something else that blows my mind. They made ride armor not fun.
They need what?
They made ride armor not fun, of all things.
Damn.
Oh boy. You know, the interesting thing is that the designs remain consistently good. Like, I actually quite like some of the enemy designs still. You know, if they look a little wonko in 3D. So like, even the Megaman X games with questionable gameplay still had decent visuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're not bad. They're not bad. That's a lot of.
Oh boy. Not even gonna stop and fight you guys.
It's just done.
Yep.
Just no. But I'm not sure how well it's gonna work at this point.
Yeah. It did not work well at all. All my characters were already.
Shot.
All the characters were already incredibly low health, so.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to fight them.
At least Axel's pretty good at dealing with that bones.
Yeah. My wrist hurts. I'll be so happy with frickin' X8 where there's an actual auto fire.
X8 actually, I think, took things back in a really good direction. I think there's a lot of enjoyable. It's still like not what I would consider the apex in the series, but there's a lot more to enjoy about it. Brings back some of the fast-paced stuff. They don't try any of the 3D stuff. They just stick to what they know works.
Although I'm looking at the reviews right now, it still looks like it's a little rough. Like 68 on Metacritic. Though the user score is much better than 8.3, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it also does some fun stuff with the tag team system.
Where you can actually save your ally.
Yeah, and then you get like a combo attack.
These Stonehead guys I can just climb on. The ones with the blue eyes I can't, and it's so stupid. They forgot to remove the freaking hurt box on those freaking other Stoneheads. Because how else are you supposed to get over them otherwise? But here we are. It's a very interesting boss rush area, honestly. They all look like they're in sarcophagi.
Yeah, that is kind of a cool touch.
Instead of it just being teleporters like all the other X games. Oh, joy!
Oh, boy.
Any games you guys are looking forward to?
Anything other than this one. Where's Explosion?
I'm looking
Here.
forward to 1000 Year Door remake.
Oh,
For
right,
Switch.
yeah, they're doing that.
That's like one of my all-time favorite GameCube games, and
I'm
I
hoping
was
they're making.
incredibly upset when I broke my actual GameCube version.
Oh no!
Shit.
I need to. I also need to play some of the newer Paper Mario games, like Origami King, because I heard that one was actually fairly decent.
It is if you look at it as like its own thing, but if you want like an RPG in the same sense, it's not. It's more of a puzzle RPG.
That's fine.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I just mean
I'm the guy who's the fan of who likes Super Paper Mario. So
I like Super Paper Mario. I just think it was kind of
it being different is not a thing. It does not really matter to me that much.
I actually didn't mind Super Paper Mario. I thought it was an interesting story, and I liked a lot of the visuals and stuff. It just bummed me out that they took away some of the RPG mechanics that I had loved in 1000 Year Door.
I did not care. To me, it was better because it didn't have those RPG mechanics. I liked the platforming next to it. Because part of it was because I played it when I was super into platformers. Like this was when I was a kid. Like I think I was like 9 or something when I played it. And I was like, ooh, I really like this. Until I beat it, and I had a really good time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think the one of the things is it's not like it ever pretended that it was going to be 1000 Year Door again. Like it's not like it was false advertising.
This boss is not good.
Kit.
Yeah.
So you know the character Spike from G1 Transformers?
Yeah.
I just learned a new thing about that character. So did I tell you the fact that the character is supposed to be 14 years old?
No.
Right? So did that? Okay. So apparently in older material for the show, older production material, he was stated to be 17. So the original pilot was written as if he was pilot miniseries was written as if he was 17, and the later material made him 14 instead. So for the entire rest of the show, he's portrayed as being 14.
Oh, I guess that explains why he was on the oil rig with his dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's another game I'm really excited for? I was hoping to get beta access. They made me sign an NDA, so I was hoping I'd get it, but thus far, not sure. Space Marine 2.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Warhammer 40k game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a really good. Well, the first one was a really good third-person shooter. It did one of the best jobs of any shooter I've seen at incorporating really expansive melee, while still maintaining really good shooting physics.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of games, they kind of half-ass one or the other, you know.
The only game I'm super excited for right now is that's coming out soon. Is I'm not super excited for 1000 Year Door, or I'm gonna be honest. Just because I don't know. Maybe I would be more excited if I had played it before, but yeah. It sort of looks. I'll still buy it just because I'm curious what it was like. But I don't know.
I just think it has a great story.
I watched Let's Plays of it, and it looked like fairly standard RPG gameplay.
It is, yeah. The story is also worthwhile though, and it's if you like that sort of thing.
It kind of looked like the thing is the gameplay kind of looked like Mario and Luigi gameplay, like where you have to time your jumps and you like attacking, you actually like jump on them, right?
A lot of Mario RPGs play that way.
Yeah, I just thought that I don't know. It didn't look at when I watched gameplay footage of it. My impression was it didn't look as impressive as the Mario and Luigi gameplay. I thought Mario and Luigi gameplay looked more engaging, but I could be wrong. So that's why I'm gonna buy it and see.
It's
see
more
for myself.
diverse. It's more diverse
Oh, it
for
is.
one. You get more party members that do more interesting things, I think.
Mhm.
But the Mario and Luigi were direct successors, really.
Yeah, I know Paper Mario came out before Mario and Luigi. Yeah, that's why I am going to get Thousand Year the remake just so I can, you know, see how it compares to the Mario and Luigi games. I'm still so sad that the company closed down from the Mario and Luigi games.
Yeah,
Wow.
for sure. They were really innovative.
Yeah,
and they made good use of like really limited controls.
I loved those games so much when I was a kid. So
I don't think that's his
yeah, to see
freaking
them go.
weakness.
Yeah, I think that
Because it was like turn-based games, but like with really cool gameplay. You know, like much more interesting gameplay than a lot of turn-based games had to me.
it's actually something a lot of RPGs ended up dealing with, was that a lot of people found turn-based stuff really less interesting. You were mostly just navigating menus. And so a lot of RPGs really explored different ways to add action to it. And that was definitely one of the better approaches I'd seen. I know Square Enix did their whole thing, like the Kingdom Hearts approach.
Yeah. And Final Fantasy has mostly abandoned turn-based these days.
Yeah. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the most popular game right now is 14, then 16 just came out, so yeah, both of them are not turn-based.
Sorry if I keep cutting you off. I think there's a slight delay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still like turn-based. Like, I've been replaying I'm not replaying them. I'm playing them for the first time. I've been playing the early Final Fantasy games. They're actually pretty good.
I always liked them.
Would I say they're better than 14? No, but they're good. And I haven't played 16 because it's a PS5 exclusive, and I'm not paying hundreds of dollars.
No, good on you for that. I made the dubious decision to get a used PS4 when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out.
Sorry, I think I got off there because I'm just gonna talk. My Wi-Fi is terrible right now. Could you repeat what you said?
I was saying I made the dubious decision of getting a used PS4 when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, because Final Fantasy VII is one of my all-time favorite games. And then, like,
I have
6 months later, they moved it to the PC.
Yeah, I
got
ultimately
7
just
Remake
looked up
for
the weakness list because I'm sick and tired of going through these guys.
I don't blame you.
I've played. I actually have 7 Remake, and I need to play it. I just haven't played it yet.
It's really good, I think.
I want to play it like after I play regular 7, and I'm still on 5 right now, because I want to sort of play them in order, right?
Sure.
And it's just taking a long time, like, because they're pretty long games.
Oh yeah, 5 is really good. 6 is what some people consider the best of the classics.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm a little worried that the thing is 6 I don't think has the job system.
No, they went back to classes, but then they made the classes more modular with the Esper system.
Yeah.
So you can still have everybody do a little of everything eventually.
I still I like the 5 combat a lot more because of the job system in comparison to 4, even though they're basically the same combat system.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said for the job system. It's
like, there's a reason
really
it's come back in the MMOs in 11 and 14 and so many other games, because it's really good. I don't know. Maybe I like it so much just because I played so much 14, but I really like the job system. I just like switching between jobs and stuff.
16 is the one I genuinely have no idea how to feel about. The story sounds deeply uninteresting.
You see, I've heard the exact opposite. Like, I've heard it's really interesting.
It might be that I try not to judge anything before I actually do some investigation on my own, but just what I've seen from some of the base review, I don't know if it's something I would find as engaging.
Yeah, for some reason, X's weapons don't deal as much damage as they really should. Because you'd think that X's weapons would deal a bit more damage than Axel's.
I actually think 15's story was also lacking.
For 16?
No, I think 15 was too.
Damn it, I just wasted that. Didn't mean to do that.
No, I don't think 15 had the same writers as 16.
No, I don't. Maybe it didn't. But what I mean is that
he's back.
The last couple of them. Oh boy. But I mean, is the last couple of Final Fantasy games, the story has been a lot less engrossing. What got me in?
I don't know. The reviews. I haven't like spoiled. I've intentionally not looked up the story because I don't want to be spoiled on it for when the PC port comes out.
Ah, gotcha.
But the reviews say that it's really good. Like if you go to Metacritic, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have a friend who likes it, and like I said, I try not to prematurely judge things. When it gets a PC release, I'll probably check it out at some juncture. But I'm just saying, from the material I've personally checked out thus far, I'm not super.
The one thing I've heard is that it's pretty politically driven.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, it's basically Game of Thrones. So it makes sense that would be the major aspect.
Which is also, I know that I've specifically heard that the writers for the game are very much like, you haven't played 14, but the writers are sort of the same writers who mainly wrote the first 2 expansions of the game, of 14. And those 2 expansions are super politically driven. In comparison to...
They're also pretty well received, if I recall.
Yeah, Heaven's Word and Stormblood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty well received.
Arcadius has been trying to get me to do 14, and I know...
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I know I'm going to like it. I really do. But I'm probably going to like it too much, and I don't know if I have the time sink for it.
Yeah, luckily I got into it over the summer last year, so I had time to actually play it without it interrupting school.
Oh, that is nice.
Because the story takes so...
Oh, we lost you, Roshan.
Oh. I said the story can take like 200 hours to get through.
Oh yeah.
And that's if you're not skipping anything. That's if you're not doing any of the side content, just sort of blasting your way through.
Jeez. Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
And the one thing I will say is that the game does definitely have some down moments. Like some of the quests, there are a couple times where it gives you like, where the story will suddenly stop and like there'll be some things blocking you, and you have to do like 3 sort of world building but a little bit mundane quests to do it.
Oh, yeah?
continue.
Finally.
Oh, there we go.
That is one of the rougher. That is one of the rougher moments of the game. It doesn't last that long, like 30 minutes maybe. And not that they're pretty short quests, so it's not that big of a deal. And it only
I keep
happens
thinking
like
every time I keep thinking every time that I try to fight these guys, I'm thinking that the stage would just end. But no. This
It
is
only
the boss
yeah.
rush.
It's the reason everything here looks like the Divine Comedy's version of hell.
But yeah, there'll be a few. And I've actually heard that 16 sort of has the same problem because maybe the same developer as well. There'll be sometimes where there'll be some story reason you have to stop for a moment, and then you'll have a few more mundane quests to do. I think that's just one of the weird things that the 14/16 developers do.
Oh look, a less attractive robot.
Wow.
One of the things that made 16 sound, one of the things I think that made me more uncertain about the story is that they said that a lot of times your character's motivations don't really make sense. It's like you don't really have the, like, there are basically people will treat you horribly and you'll still kind of do what they want anyway because there's not really a lot of agency in it, which is fair. I mean, it's a JRPG, not as open-ended. But they said it stops making sense of like larger plot elements the longer it goes.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll have to play it to see because, like I said, I haven't spoiled myself on anything story-wise.
And there are still good stories. Just even plot holes don't necessarily kill an entire story,
I will say, helping people who treat you pretty poorly is very much sounds like early game Final Fantasy XIV.
Well, and then there's something to be said for like maybe you're just a good person and you don't mind some of the you put up with it and because it feels right, but.
There's actually a quest line in 14 that brings it up. Like your character kind of breaks for a moment.
Yeah, interesting.
It's the thing about it is it's optional. Like it's part of the Dark Knight quest line, so most players won't end up doing it.
I've heard that's a tricky class to get really good with.
Really?
But then again, this was a while ago. This was a while ago, so maybe the patches have changed things. I don't know.
Generally, all the tanks are pretty easy in the game, in my opinion. They're not very hard. Like the actual job itself. The hard part is usually the actual boss fights themselves as tank.
Oh, maybe that's what people were referring to. Like I said, I don't have the most first-hand knowledge. It's hearsay for me.
Yeah, you haven't played the game, so I understand.
But I do intend to. I've just been, I don't know. That's going to be involved. But I've got friends who want to play, and that might push me over the edge, Because historically, MMOs are not a genre I've enjoyed. But everyone talks about how great 14 is, and that it breaks all of the things that normally make people get sick of MMOs.
Yeah,
what do you dislike about MMOs?
I dislike that the social aspect for one. A lot of the communities are not like it's a social game, but a lot of the people are not social. And so that's kind of annoying.
Well, on WoW, they're just dicks.
Oh yeah, big time.
From what I've heard.
Yeah, so it's that's one big one. Another one is that it's usually an ongoing subscription fee, and I better be playing a game every day if I'm going to be paying an ongoing fee. But most of 14 is free.
Well, as of a few weeks from now, the game will be free, but the last 2 expansions won't be.
I'd still, but like, how long am I going to be playing before I actually get there? You know?
Oh, long time.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
probably like at least 100 hours, probably more than that.
So it just seems to me it's like a bridge that I can cross when I get to that point. But and then another thing I don't like about MMOs is a lot of times I think the mechanics can be over or undercooked. A lot of times it's optimized for like. A lot of times it's optimized for PvP or PvE, not both.
I will say the mechanics in 14 are actually optimized for the boss fights, but they're optimized for the boss fights late game. Like, so there until you get to maybe the second expansion, the mechanics are a little kind of boring. That's not true. Actually, the first expansion has some interesting mechanics at level 60, which is actually part of the free trial. But
I don't mind it being a little on the slower side while I'm still learning.
Okay, I'm not gonna frickin' risk it.
So I don't know. It's the problem I had with something like WoW is that a lot of times it was optimized for modes of gameplay I was less interested in. The boss fights I actually am, because that's like a collaborative thing.
Okay, well, the good thing is that 14 is optimized for the boss fights, so because it does have a decent PvP, but the PvP is the PvP is separate. Like the jobs are separately changed for the PvP. Like you have basically gear doesn't matter at all in PvP. Every job is equal. Each job, basically, if you're one job, you will have the same abilities and the same stats in PvP no matter what. It's treated more like a traditional PvP game, where if you pick a class and it has certain stats, then you can't change that.
Okay, gotcha.
Which I like, because I don't like that. Like I play it. Sorry, I know I cut out there.
No, you're good.
I tried ESO a while back in the PvP, and it's so annoying when you just lose because you had worse gear.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It just feels bad. So I really that's the only reason I do 14 PvP, is because it's actually equalized. You know?
Yeah.
You know, it's an actual it's treated like, you know, TF2, or obviously it's MMO gameplay, but you know, it's the same sort of class style as a traditional multiplayer game.
Yeah, just in terms they play with an inherent fairness mindset rather than rewarding people who have grinded for very specific things.
Yeah, which is probably the only reason I do. I probably would have quit the game by now if they optimized for people who have only the best in slot gear. Because
the fight against Tornado Tunyon, truly riveting.
This whole fight, just like throwing them away, and then waiting for them to come back.
Pretty much, since this is his weakness.
What a great boss fight.
Here's what I want to know. What happened to the naming conventions with the Mavericks in this one? They started giving them really weird names. Like the Guns N' Roses thing in X5 was because the translator's husband was a huge Guns N' Roses guy. But I don't know what happened in this one. Gosh, even if it did more damage, so it was at least over quicker.
This looks so boring.
Yeah, this fight sucks. Well, all the fights suck, but still.
Did we playtest this? I wonder.
I'm pretty sure that the boss is, like, the boss damage that was being done was meant with Zero in mind. Because Zero is the one that does the most damage.
I see.
Of course, you have to also, like, basically make out with the opponent to be in range.
Yeah, and you're just gonna get hit like a billion times.
Yeah, because like in the PlayStation X games, they did a good job making Zero, like, you did have to get close, you did have to be a little reckless at times, but you generally were fast enough that the hitboxes weren't as big a deal.
Not in this game, though.
Oh no, everyone's slow as fuck in this game. There you go. Smash that onion's face into the wall. Oh my goodness.
You're just torturing him.
Oh man. No, it's just like X engages bully mode. Just stuffs this poor guy in his locker.
Frickin' clip that. 10 out of 10. 10 on 10 would play again.
What a great boss fight.
Oh yeah, that's a real
10
one.
out of 10.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you're back.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, were you asking for me?
Just like X engages bully mode.
Were you asking for me? I'm sorry.
No, we were just wondering. By the way, time for explosions.
I gotta be honest with you, my mic has been muted all this time.
Oh, right. I should probably switch back. Because his explosion weapon works really good against him. Yeah, you see the amount of damage that this works here? Worked against frickin'... Ah, dang it. I wasn't paying attention. But you know the amount of damage that I'm doing to Soldier Stone Kong there? That should be the amount of damage I'm doing to any boss fight that I have this weakness for. But it doesn't work out that way, because the game is so terribly programmed. Oh, whoops, I chose Borsky.
He chose poorly.
Use Circle Blaze, okay.
Yeah. It's always good times when the guy who has cronies on the side throwing bombs into the arena is one of the less bullshit enemies. Oh yeah, the audio balancing doesn't help anything. I'm having trouble keeping the old eyes open. I did not sleep really well at all last night. The fact I'm functioning at all today is, like, pretty sweet.
Hell yeah. I'm kind of starting to shut down, not gonna lie.
Yeah, your sleepy voice
yeah,
is kicking in.
It's like
Yeah.
11:40 in Ohio, right?
Yeah, it is. That's correct.
If you want to go to sleep right now, I don't blame you, because this game is so freaking boring. I'll just suffer and play through to it to the end.
4-0's gonna be going to bed tonight and closing his eyes and counting burn to the ground to get to sleep.
It's the last one.
No. No. Because I still have to defeat Tornado Tunyon.
No, Baroshan, but if we believe hard enough, maybe it will be.
Keeps going.
Just have to believe it's the last one.
It just keeps going.
That's the part that, like, it's not just that the fights are bad, it's just that they don't stop. Like, at least in some of the games, some of the less fun fights were at least over fairly quickly.
There. Fuck
Ooh, boy.
off. There's still 2 left.
I wonder why Twitch sometimes doesn't do the full embed and in Discord and sometimes doesn't. I wonder if it's because I said the F word in it.
Oof.
I have no idea how it would guess that. I don't know, maybe Twitch has some kind of internal thing that flags it.
Yeah, there's 2 left.
Like, ooh,
Because I don't
can't have a no-no word in an embed. What would people think?
You're Soldier Stone Kong again.
I actually kind of like the circular arena, at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least something interesting to engage with.
The music in this game isn't terrible.
Yeah, X has always had pretty solid music. Even 6 had some bangers.
Yeah, like the one where the song that it is just basically Final Countdown.
Yeah. So that was an interesting one. There's actually a YouTube series that's really interesting called Video Game Music That Sounds Like Other Music, where they play a lot of really famous tracks, and then you realize that they sound a lot like some famous songs.
There we go. Yeah, like I think in Neon Tiger stage, it sounds like a Guns N' Roses song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy was pretty fast. Huh.
Yeah, again, if all weakness hits were that fast, then the boss fights would be halfway decent. But in this game, it's not. It sucks. I believe it is still Volt Tornado, yeah. God, don't make me waste my frickin' Volt Tornadoes.
Right, this guy's the last guy, though, right?
Yes, he is.
Cool. If you lose all your lives, do you have to start the whole boss special over again?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Or at least I hope not.
Yes, thank heaven for small mercies.
At least this game seems to be pretty lenient with game overs, like you said.
Yeah.
It was imagine if it was punishing and not fun.
Yeah, then there's
I could imagine that, but
yeah, because if they had the freaking old school style of freaking handling the live system, which is if you die a game over, you start the whole stage over.
Oh yeah, suffering.
Yeah, that's one of the things that made me rage a lot in Mega Man when I played, as a kid, is that I would always die and then have to restart the stage, and I was like, I think it was Mega Man. I played Mega Man 1, like the original one.
Oh, I don't blame you there. Mega Man 1 is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I would. And a lot of the platforming is really rough. Like, you kind of feel. I ended up beating like half the game, and I was just like, I don't feel like continuing. And then I didn't, and I never beat it. Because enemies hit hard in that game, and you have to you start at the beginning of the stage every time.
Yeah. And not to mention the physics for that game is a little more momentum based than other.
And coming from like, again, I played it when I was pretty young, so when I thought of platforming physics, I still thought of Mario.
That probably would have helped you a bit because Mega Man, the first Mega Man's thing was based on Mario.
Well, it was based off of Mario 1, not New Super Mario Bros. For the DS.
Yes.
Which was different.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Speaking of the Mario 2D, that's the other game I'm really looking forward. That's the main game I'm really looking forward to is Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Yeah, I don't 100% know. I don't 100% know how I feel about it. Like, it looks good. I think it looks really good, but again, it I don't know. Some of the new features I remember watching the reveal and I thought, yep, that's 2D Mario. They are good games. But like, I wasn't sure if it's going to have I don't know how exciting the wonder mechanics are going to be. If they're all over the place, then it probably will be lots of fun. If it's one of those things where like they showed all of the ones, like literally all of them in the reveal, and most of the levels are just Mario.
I would hope
that would be a little disappointing.
Now it's
I
time
would hope
to
that they're more ubiquitous.
Yeah, welcome to another game of Let's Exploit Their AI. You know, instead of using the weakness to exploit their AI, you have to exploit their AI in order to make the weaknesses work well. Because he will always try to attack you from behind.
I would imagine that the game called Super Mario Bros. Wonder would focus on the wonder mechanics, but you're right, you never know until it comes out.
There.
And honestly, I wouldn't be too fussed if it was just another 2D Mario.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I really love all the 2D Marios. I just meant that like I am a little disappointed sometimes when the more unique elements are overstated in the trailers.
It's time to fight Sigma.
I trust Nintendo with this. I think they'll make sure to make sure to give the mechanics the time they deserve.
役立たずやはりお前だったのか懲りないやつだなどんなに細かく切り刻んでもまた出てきやがるなんとでもいい X ゼロ貴様らの命をわしのものにする何度でも蘇ってやる
Oh, the end is near.
Like at the very least, most Switch games for Nintendo have at least committed to their premise.
That's true. That's true.
Even if I'm not as big a fan of that premise. Like, I will admit, I actually do not like Odyssey that much in comparison to other 3D Marios, just because I was not a fan of the capture mechanic.
Interesting, because I think Odyssey is probably possibly my favorite 3D Mario.
I just did not like the capture. I just did not think the capture mechanic felt that great.
I borrowed my brother's Switch and his copy of the game, and I played it, and I really enjoyed it.
It's entirely subjective. Like, I think the game itself is objectively really good.
Yeah.
But I personally did not enjoy it just because I just didn't have that much fun with the capture mechanic. I found it to be kind of... Like, especially on the hardest level of the game, wrangling with the capture mechanic just what frustrated me so much. Because I just wanted more pure platforming, and then a lot of the stuff was, like, screwing around with the capture mechanic, and it annoyed me so much.
Ah, gotcha. I mean, a lot of times these things are sort of subjective. Like, I remember I have a friend who hates Mario Sunshine. I really enjoy Mario Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's literally broken. Like, it doesn't, like, there's like, it's provably broken. Like, in the water pump.
I enjoyed Mario Sunshine.
I do. And I think the water pump is
I never got that far in it.
Pretty interesting. The only thing I don't like about Sunshine is that they got rid of a couple of things from 64, like the long jump. But that's a pretty minor complaint.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah. But it controls really well.
Certainly controls better than Super Mario 64.
Mario 64 controlled better than most 3D platforms for its time. But yeah, in retrospect, with more modern ones, yeah.
But I
could never
play it. I was frustrated so much by it when I tried to play it on like the Wii, the Wii Virtual Console.
Yeah.
Because it just felt so bad. Like, it was so annoying to control. And like, I know it was good when it came out, but so I don't think it's a bad game. It's just
sometimes
I have to consider how much I enjoy it, right? And I do not enjoy it just because it was so janky for me.
Well, there's a difference between like, is this good or am I having fun in the moment? Like, sometimes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, same thing with... Well, Odyssey just had a different problem. I just didn't like the main gimmick of it very much.
So Sigma's tried a little of everything, and in this one, he's just like, why don't I just take one of every gun?
And I really like... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good.
And Galaxy, like I said, is my favorite. Although that could just be nostalgia because it was the first Mario game, one of the first 3D Mario game I played.
I actually think Galaxy handles more. I actually think Galaxy was a slight step back control-wise.
Now, if I recall correctly, I believe this is actually the easiest. This is the easiest Sigma fight, as long as I can find the right position.
This one's not too bad, yeah.
What were you saying about whatchamacallit, Galaxy?
Here.
It's Apocalypse from X7. I was saying that the Galaxy I actually thought was a step back in responsive controls from Sunshine. Again, really good game. Love Galaxy, would play anytime. But
I very much disagree with that. Yes, I very much disagree with that as someone who's played both. But I guess that's subjective.
If you play them
how much you find the controls.
If you play them back to back, you just notice that Mario's a little slower, and is because the gravity. I think it's because of the gravity physics. But you notice that Mario's slower.
I mean, this was when I was 11, so take it with a grain of salt. But I did play Sunshine and Galaxy around the same time, and I found Galaxy to be much better in terms of controls. But it is subjective what controls you find better.
This is the easiest Sigma boss.
And I wouldn't say it handles poorly. I mean, it's still a great I still think it's amazing. I
Look
just
at
think
this.
I just think it's slightly
Look
less.
at this.
Oh, wow. After
This is
everything
the
you went
easy-
through, after everything you went through, this is how it ends.
Yeah,
Is this the final boss?
that's
Yeah.
the final boss.
Well, I was about to say I'm going because I'm sleepy. Like I can't keep my eyes open. But hey, if it's almost over, I'll stick around.
Great game.
Totes my
Yeah,
goats.
wonderful.
I love the facial expressions. Everyone looks profoundly confused at all times.
I mean, it fits what just happened.
Oh no, he just shot him. Axel was shot up 500 times, but now Sigma punched him.
Yeah, well, now that I've watched the game, I see why I've heard so many bad things about it.
They do not lie.
No, they do not.
See, our arguments about like which controls are more enjoyable are as nothing.
Yeah,
those are minor. Those are tiny.
We're talking about good. We're talking about fantastic game versus fantastic game.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay, that is kind of funny though. Freaking
That was well done.
Axel turned into red and then tricked Sigma so that he can get a headshot in.
It's definitely Axel's
Which ultimately-
finest contribution.
うまくいった
Yeah.
でしょ X 少しは僕のこと認めてくれた
But yep, finally, after all this frickin' time, we are done with X7. We'll finally play a much better game. We'll play a much better game tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's far from perfect in its own right, but it's definitely way better. I had
But
a pretty
why?
good
I
time with
tried
that
so
state.
hard. Like you're.
Well, that was a game.
That's true. Of all the Mega Man X games ever made, that was one of them.
No, this isn't even one of them. This is that bad. This isn't even. I'd much rather play X6. Because not only is it done faster, but it still has everything else about the previous X games that's really good. Even if it is jank and frickin'. Even if it is jank and frickin'.
Terrible level design.
Terrible
It's
level
design.
design. But
Yeah.
it's still, at least in its own sense, fun to play. And you can cheat it. And you can cheat. You can equip the freaking ultimate armor or the freaking... You can equip the ultimate armor or Black Zero to make the game more fun if you actually want to go through that game.
Yeah.
Watching the game, I'm surprised its Metacritic was as high as it is. I think I would put it like 45, not high 50s.
Mm-hmm.
It does still have X physics, which are still very fast paced and fun.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
just...
I guess I'm not playing it. I'm just watching it. So
Yeah, this is slow. By the way, would you be willing to clip that final boss, Kit?
Oh yeah, I meant to. My bad.
Yeah, this...
Way better. I had pretty good
I
time with that fight.
Like,
I missed the cutoff at the very end. I'm sorry.
That's fine. If you see, by the way, if you happen to, if any of you happen to have any desire to go through the footage and see anything that was funny, see if you can clip it on Twitch. Because one of the things I am thinking of doing is a like highlight reel, and I throw it on my main channel.
Okay,
gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, I've been my brain has been half of my brain. My brain have been taking half has been taking turns going to sleep during this.
Oh geez,
so.
even this footage on the freaking Ride Chaser looks drunk.
Yeah, even the developers had no idea how to drive the damn thing.
Okay,
I
so
can
now
hardly keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's midnight for you. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm happy that finally this is over.
Yes, the worst is coming past.
Hey, we did it. We did it, guys. We did it.
We did it.
Yep.
I sound like
Zero was the main one who did it. Vernian.
I sound
I
like I am
suffered.
low on batteries.
I died for your sins.
My sins probably would take in the high 20 life counts to atone for, so that's fair.
Interesting.
Freaking.
I'm usually falling asleep right around now.
Special
Get to
thanks,
bed, get
TJ
to bed.
Unifune.
Inifune is like, keep my name out of this thing, you horrible monsters! Don't you even fucking talk about me.
Oh, right. General producer Tatsuya Minami.
Great job producing, dipshit.
I know, right? Valve Wave, Neuronage, I can't read that. Intact, and Soulputer.
So you know whose office to egg now.
Production Studio 3.
Presented reluctantly by Capcom.
Very reluctantly. Thanks so much for playing our game.
Thanks
Get
for your
the
playing.
fuck out. Oh.
Thanks for your playing.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Yeah, wonderful.
What other
Thanks
game
for
series
your
does
playing.
Capcom do besides this and Pac-Man? I think. Did Capcom
No, that's
do
Namco.
Pac-Man?
No.
That's Namco.
Namco.
Right? Yeah. No. Namco,
They
I'm
do
stupid.
Monster Hunter. They do Devil May
Castlevania.
Cry.
Castlevania.
No,
Street
Castlevania.
Fighter.
Excuse me. Castlevania is Konami. Currently.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh, it is, isn't it? They do.
Konami.
How did I confuse Namco with Capcom? I guess they kind of sound similar.
I don't know. I confused Konami and Capcom, so it happens.
Yeah, but like
Bandai
Pac-Man's much more
Namco.
famous than I don't know.
Technically,
Sometimes-
Namco is called Bandai Namco now, but
that's true. Yeah, they fuse. I think they fused with Bandai or something like that.
they did.
and-
Yes, they did. They did merge with Bandai,
Oh, by the way, you know how
and
you know
Bandai
that?
Namco is now a huge Japanese corporate conglomerate that owns way too much shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to know how you
does
can max
Bandai
out
know?
all your characters in Megaman X7 to get all the freaking
You're
chips?
trying to ask me a question, I think.
You have to play the entire game again
Okay.
because there's a new game plus.
Oh God.
I want to know what Roshan was
I
saying.
don't. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Roshan, what were
Also,
you saying?
sorry, CC. What were you saying?
What were you saying, Roshan? You were saying something before Journey started talking.
I just was commenting that I didn't know that Bandai owned so much.
Oh yeah, no, they own an animation studio called Sunrise, which owns Gundam. So they directly own Gundam.
Yeah, I see why you would know that.
Trying to see how I can.
They partially own Ultraman now as well.
So they're like the owners of like a lot of the franchises you like. Then
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
are they
Gundam.
at least decent owners, or are they not so good?
Fine.
So tomorrow
Fine.
we are doing X8. Well, at least we'll have a palette
Yay.
cleanser.
True.
Yes.
You know, the
What
only.
time are you streaming?
Same time, 6 o'clock.
Oh,
Same
I probably won't be there for a bit. I have an audition I have to be at.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you auditioning for?
Orchestra.
Oh, neato.
Nice.
Good luck.
Yes.
You. That's,
Yeah.
I'm not that fussed about getting in because I've been in this orchestra for all years of college, and they usually let returners in as long as you don't suck. Like as long as you don't suck in your audition.
Gotcha.
And I practiced. That's actually why I was late today, as I was practicing my pieces, and I felt like I didn't suck, so I'm feeling optimistic.
Nice. Well,
Okay,
the
so let me just go ahead and hit this button here.
only tragedy about X8 is that poor Zero gets a really bad haircut.
Oh.
Yeah. They gave him too much conditioner. So now all the floof is gone.
It's sad.
But yeah,
Rip.
thank you all for joining us. We will see you all tomorrow for X8. We'll finally have a nice palate cleanser to everything that is X7.
Yay.
Yeah.
A good
Sounds
game,
good.
finally.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Yep. Rating in 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.